Greetings, comrades. I'm Jenny, and welcome to Modern Socialist. Today, I want to talk about why you should join your union. But first, can I ask, if you're liking this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Right. As some of you may already know, my political ideology has its roots in anarcho-syndicalism. Basically, that means that I believe that trade unions play a major role in building socialism, by which we mean a fairer and more just society, with security and liberty for all. But trade unions are also important for improving the lives of workers in the here and now. There are many reasons why you should join a trade union. Do not believe the right-wing lies. The billionaire owners of the mass media do not want you to join a trade union for one very good reason. They know how effective unions are at holding the bosses to account and at representing their members in the workplace. This scares the capitalist class and is why they spew such hate-filled propaganda trying to convince you not to join your trade union. So, let's get specific. What are the actual benefits of trade union membership? Unionised workers are better paid workers. This is achieved through collective bargaining. When employees stand as one, then the employer cannot divide and conquer the workforce, bullying the least forceful employees to accept poor terms, which are then foisted on to everyone else, as they are then themselves put in a position of weakness. The process of collective bargaining also gains better sick and pension benefits, more paid holidays, and more control over working hours. It is only to the good of workers to stand in solidarity when negotiating pay and benefits. Unionised workplaces are safer workplaces and have far less work-related injuries. Trained union representatives can spot unsafe working practices and talk to management to get them stopped. This is a particularly important role for trade unions now, while this pandemic is still wreaking havoc. Many bosses are trying to get their staff back into work without making sure that the workplace is safe and that their employees are protected from being infected with COVID-19. The unions are now fighting to make sure their members do not have to return until it is safe to do so. Also related to this crisis is the fact that trade unions are putting pressure on the government to make sure that workers have childcare available while the schools are still shut, and that workers will not be penalised if they refuse to work at a place where they think the conditions are not safe to do so. Trade unions also make sure their members are treated with respect in the workplace. Employers keep their employees informed and talk to them when bringing in any changes and value their input far more. Unions also push to make their workplaces more inclusive for women and minorities, including BAME, LGBT, disabled and older workers. Even if this doesn't include you, it surely includes people who are your friends and family. And isn't a happy workplace better for all? I think so, and I'm sure you do too. Union reps can also support you as an individual. If you feel you are being treated unfairly by management, then you can get support from your union, both legally and as representation in meetings. Legal representation can be particularly important if you are unfairly dismissed, or the worst happens and you are injured at work. Every year, unions win millions in compensation for members who suffer injuries or who are treated unfairly at work. Unions, believe it or not, are also actually good for their employer too. A happy workforce is far more productive and loyal than one that is harbouring resentment. The company will be more profitable and more likely to survive through downturns. Being a union member also has many other benefits too. My union, Unite, strikes deals using its collective bargaining power to offer its members deals on things like utility contracts, insurance and legal services. All very useful when living on a tight budget. So, comrades, don't be tight and refuse to pay your union dues. The few pounds a month it may cost you will be reaped back many times over in both pay and a happier, more rewarding workplace environment. All this adds up to just one thing. We must get this message out there. Join your union now. Right, everybody, that's my case. Did you agree with what I had to say? If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. I promise I will have a read. Please subscribe. Click the bell to be notified when more of my content comes out. And thank you all for watching. So long, comrades.